I think one reason we're addressing puppies, Councilmember Harper, is because there's extraordinarily well-documented abuses in puppy mills.
About the cats.
Extraordinarily.
The scourge of puppy mills is a nationwide crisis. The Humane Society of the United States estimates that as many as 2 to 4 million puppy mill dogs are sold every year.
It really is a supply and demand issue. You know, too often people think, well, this is just me and I'll just get this one puppy, or they think they're rescuing a puppy from a pet store. And the reality is this is a business, and you're not rescuing that puppy. You're simply opening up a cage for another puppy to be ordered up, because as soon as that cage is empty, there's another puppy coming. It's so important that people take strong consumer action, that they make a choice that they're not going to support puppy mills.
Diana Foster, owner of Thin Schmidt German Shepherds, fears that licensed dog breeding facilities like hers could be mistakenly thought of as puppy mill operations.
The puppy mill industry has really affected our business as well as other professional breeders, as people really don't know who to weed out, and we really have to gain their trust. The first thing I think that's very important is ask about the parents. You want to see them. You want to be able to touch them and pet them and see what her temperament is like. I think it's very important for the dogs to have a really good environment. They do need exercise and social interaction with other dogs as well as people, so that's very important, the environment that they're raised in.
For puppy mill dogs, the journey through life is often tragic. But there's a happy ending for the 11 dogs rescued the day Caesar accompanied LCA.
As far as all the dogs that we sent to the Brittany Foundation, 2 of them are still in foster homes, but the rest of all of them are in permanent homes. The 6 dogs that Caesar actually helped put into my truck have all been adopted and all have happy endings. One of them, Little Bit, stayed with me. I fostered her for about 3 weeks. She had some extensive surgery done on her stomach because she'd given birth 6 times in her young life of 3 years.
Kim, how are you today?
I'm good. I brought her to a protest, and Sharon Osborne was walking into the store to purchase a puppy, and I stopped her and I said, wait, you know, we have some puppies here today. And she said, let me see them, and I showed her a little bit, and she fell in love, and it worked out.
Hi Caesar, it's Sharon Osborne. I want to thank you and Last Chance for Animals for rescuing Little Bit, because she is now a new member of the Osborne family and we love her loads. Thank you. Look, she can't wait to get away.
Honorable Mayor, Councilman, my name is Renee Karapedian. I'm the proud owner of Pet Rush pet store in the city of Glendale. I was the first pet store that took the humane model in the city of Glendale. And since not only I've not gone out of business, but it really put us on the map. I became a lot more successful. I became a lot more known in the city. And since last year, we were responsible for adopting out over 300 dogs out of my little hole-in-the-wall pet store in the city of Glendale. These are dogs that all came from county shelters that did not stand a chance otherwise. Every time I go to the shelters and I look at these dogs, this is one dog that I know I can save. And yes, one less dog that I could have bought a dog from a puppy mill. I have. I did sell. I made money. But now I can tell you honestly, from a business person, I'm making more money. I have a lot more clientele that trust me, knows me by name. They come to the store for me, and they honor what I've done. And that's what I would like to see these other 2 stores to become. So I'd like to offer my help to these other 2 stores to show them how they can embrace this humane model and what they have to do to become very successful. I tripled my income. I'm a living proof that this is not only possible, but it's very easy to do. The community will support. They will not only survive, but they will make money. And the dogs are out there. The puppies are out there. The rescues are full of puppies. I go every week, and there's a ton of them. And yes, it will cost you actually a lot less to get one of these dogs out of county shelter, spayed, neutered, microchipped, vaccinated, temperament tested, none of those are true with these puppies they get from puppy mills. Thank you for your time.
The suggested change, I think that's fair. Just to reiterate a little bit why I'm supporting this is it's been established there's no puppy mills in Huntington Beach. I think it has been established, Councilman Dwyer, that they use the Hunt Corporation, which is the broker that gets their dogs from puppy mills around the country, and therefore we help, through supply and demand, keep that puppy mill business, the demand there. So we are part of that component. The whole puppy dog in the window, the spontaneity of it, and in the best case scenario, someone finds a little puppy, 8 to 12-week-old puppy or kitten with the paws too big, fumbling around. I mean, is there anything cuter? And it may be healthy, and it may be loved, and it all may work out just fine, but we have the 500,000 we're putting down, so there's a supply and demand issue there. There's the ones that go sick. There's the folks that buy spontaneous without telling somebody. I don't even like the ones we do. I'll talk to my Boys and Girls Club. You know, they get pet and a ton, spontaneous. Someone's have a few drinks and get it for their wife, and you know, it's not overall the best way to make such a purchase. So, you know, Irvine Company, largest landlord in Orange County, has implemented a ban. No more selling of or leasing to pet stores, basically. And I think they only had one tenant left. They're done. Again, I have not here to say those folks that run the two stores are bad people or anything. It is the change of the model in the times that there's a lot of great animals out there that we put down that could be adopted, and I hope they will be when you take out this choice of these puppies that are bred for that purpose. And remember, you see the cute puppy, but you're not seeing the mom who's on their 8th litter. It's in the cage, it hasn't left, it hasn't been walked. So that's part of, a big part of the problem.
They don't raise snakes in puppy mills, Councilman Dwyer. So we're talking about dogs and cats. We weren't specifically talking about raising snakes and crocodiles in puppy mills. So, but like Councilman Shaw said and Councilman Bohr, when people go into a pet store, a lot of these dogs are bought on an impulse. It's an impulse buy. You get the dog home, and it's so cute. It's a little puppy. Little do you know that dog is going to live for 15 years, 12 years, 10 years. So this is why we have so many dogs in the rescue shelters. I just think that, and everybody up here knows that this is the right thing to do. You know it's the right thing to do. But in my heart, I know it's the right thing to do. But to see an animal that's there and suffering, and you have the ability to do something, and you don't. Now, I had businesses, I had clothing business, restaurants, and I know exactly where you're coming from. But if you have to make adjustments to your business, then you're going to make those adjustments. I'm not here to put you out of business, and I don't want to do that. I discussed this with Councilman Shaw, and I listened to what he had said, and I'm willing to work with him, and I'm willing to work with you. And this young lady up there is willing to sit down and do anything it takes to make it work. So there is a portion of that you have to add the adoption on. And I can appreciate when you take in animals, but that becomes a rescue. It's not, if you have to recoup the money that you gave when shots and veterinarian bills and so forth. So I can understand that, and that should be put into the ordinance. I'm willing to go along with what Councilman Shaw said and give the transition period of 2 years, but only for those two stores. I wouldn't want to give an extension to any new stores coming in. I would give a transition or for the two stores, the Animal Kingdom and Pets, but I would want to continue with not allowing any new pet stores that sell commercial animals. Commercially sell animals.